Good morning, everybody, and welcome to One Yard Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jody, and I'm your host today, and you are watching One Yard Wednesday. I want to introduce my producer.
We got a whole new setup now.
I know, it's
It's a little crazy.
different to look at. How are you, Michael?
Wait,
What's that say?
Michael said with a lot of excitement.
Michael!
There we go. That's better. That's better. I'm good. I'm happy to be here. It's been a minute.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. So we are so excited to be here because we've got some new stuff today, something a little bit different. We do have a question today that is very thought-provoking. Oh, thank you, Susie. So, it is past Halloween, which I know is your favorite holiday of all time.
It absolutely,
And
absolutely
I'm hoping you had a
is.
great Halloween.
I did.
Good.
I did.
And then the next holiday is, of course, Thanksgiving. But some people might say that this would be a holiday, and it's called Black Friday shopping.
Oh,
Do you do it? And if so, what are you looking for?
Are you asking me that?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Yep.
Okay. No, I don't. What normally happens is end of Black Friday evening. I remember that it's Black Friday, and then I just whip up my phone real quick and I just look for stuff that's on sale, not looking for anything in particular, and something that might pique my interest, I just grab it. But
Yeah, I do the same thing. Well, I don't Black Friday shop. I don't deal with crowds. I don't like all of that crazy stuff that happens, and I don't need anything that badly that I would wait in line at 4 a.m. in the morning. But I do online shopping, and usually it's like electronics because that's something that most people do, but nothing too crazy.
I have a conspiracy theory. I genuinely don't think we're saving that much with Black
No.
Friday. I think the prices go up before Black Friday and then they bring them down.
Well, it's the whole Kohl's theory. You
What's
know what
that?
the whole Kohl's theory?
Uh-uh.
Okay, so Kohl's always has everything on sale, and that's what they do. So technically,
it.
you are paying about the same price. It's
Yeah.
just because they raise it and then blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. That's my conspiracy.
But
Kohl's theory.
the hard part is I do like raves and concerts and dances, so it is kind of like a concert when you go in
I know,
person.
I
You get
know,
to
it's so
shove
crazy.
people away.
My
Yeah.
boys love doing Black Friday shopping, and it is just not my thing.
Good for them.
Okay, and let's ask you guys out there, do you like Black Friday shopping? And if you do Black Friday shopping, what are you looking for? Put them in the comments, and we will talk more about that after we do our fabric. But speaking of holiday stuff, we launched our holiday gift guide on, yesterday, which is Tuesday. So every year we try to have
I'm sorry. We got a whole new setup.
Michael!
It's very fancy,
He
and
does
I'm
this every
struggling.
time, just so you guys know.
But this time it's for real. It's a very fancy new setup. Kurt or Mr. HP hooked us up right, and of course
Now
I'm
you
making
can't do anything.
I'm making a mess of it.
Yeah,
so
that's okay.
here is what you would like to be talking
Yes,
about
I wanna talk
without
about
me.
I want to talk about the holiday gift guide. So every year we have a holiday gift guide just set up so that it makes your loved ones and yourself super easy to shop for you by going to our website. So the first thing we have is all these different sections. The first one is just gift cards. Like, I just want my kids to buy me gift cards to my favorite quilting place, which is GE Quilt Design. So you can do that. You could do gift cards. You can also do gifts under $25, which are super great. We have it also set up as gifts under 50. In case you have we pick names, so in case you have a $50 limit. Gifts for beginners. Now, this is for anybody who is maybe new to Stripology, not necessarily new to sewing. So
Right.
those are going to have items in there that you would need as a new sewer. And then holiday quick makes, because we're always looking for that last minute gift for that person. You're like, oh crap, I'm going to someone's house today. I need to have this. So I'm actually going to talk a little bit about one of these options today. And then quilting books, because we all love, no quilting books today. Sorry. I forgot to change my thing. It's actually treat yourself, because sometimes we have to buy things for ourselves because someone else doesn't know how to buy for us. So we have these big items that we put on our list, and so there'll be the case in there and some other options. And then festive fabric kits. You're looking for something kind of fun to sew for the holidays. And then, of course, we cannot miss stocking stuffers, because even though we're adults, we really like a full stocking. I know I do.
Oh yeah,
those are
me
like
too.
the funnest ones. So that is our holiday gift guide. You'll be able to go to our website. They'll be on the front page on our website, and you can kind of peruse all the different options we have for you. But the reason we're here today is our fabrics. So this week and next week, you have something really, really fun. These are fabrics we normally don't get because they don't typically aren't available for us. So we have Still by Libs Elliott for Andover Fabrics, which I love everything Libs Elliott does. So this is a little bit different. And we're actually doing a bundle today and some 1 yard. So let's go through the bundle really quickly. Not really quickly, but first. So these are more of a monotone colors. The first one we have are going to kind of go from dark to light, but look at how cool this is.
I love it.
Beautiful black print with these moons and stars and some line drawings on there. It's just so pretty. I typically don't sew too much in monochromatic, but I would do something in this. The next one I have is a geometric. It almost looks like gems, like, you know, your gemstones in there with like charcoal gray background. I'm gonna move that out a little more.
It's been a while.
I know. You do. It is like riding a bike, but you do kind of lose your practice a little bit. And then here we still have that charcoal gray background with like the gray line drawings on there. So it kind of looks a little bit like, I have no words today. Sorry. It's just one of those
It looks
days.
like what you might think it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got that one. And then we have the same print in that moon and half moon. And by the way, I get up pretty early and come to work pretty early. Did you see the full moon? Or was it a full moon today?
It was a full moon. I went for a run this morning.
It was gorgeous.
I felt like an absolute witch.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. So I'm giving you some moons today in your fabric to celebrate that. And then we kind of switch a little bit. It's got more of this brownish taupey color in the background with some more geometric shapes. Libs is very well known for having kind of that abstract look to her fabric. And then this kind of looks like a wedding ring kind of print. So we've kind of got that light gray in there, which is really, really fun. And then we have this light gray background with this abstract again. Love these kind of what they call mandala kind of look. That was the word I was trying to find earlier. And then, excuse me, light gray background with some dots in it. Can you envision what you would make with this?
Surprisingly, I think a Kobe.
Oh, yeah, because you could keep the prints together.
Yeah, especially the moons and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Again, another geometric print with this light gray in the background and a little bit of that taupe with it. And then we're just getting lighter and lighter, as you can see. Again, a lighter gray background with those circles. And then we have these geometrics in the kind of whitish or very light gray color. And last but not least, we have a moon shape in that light gray color.
Yeah, moons on moons.
I know. So then we have a couple 1 yards that are not included in the bundle. So this is a 12-piece half-yard bundle. And then we have these in our 1 yards, which I think this would be a fantastic background. Look how fun that is.
Oh, wow.
Looks like, actually looks like quilt blocks, a little bit like of a half quilt blocks. I don't know if you can see that very well, but look at how beautiful that is.
I love that.
Isn't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
And then we did do this, more of this gemstone in the light background. Again, I think this would be great for a background, or even a really wide border would be fun, or a backing. So this is in a 1 yard. And then we have more of this kind of like brownish gray with the black dot, which I love how the dots really stand out against this kind of like brownish gray, taupey gray color. And that is in a 1 yard. So I always like to give you guys some options to pull with this. So I did a pull. Now these ones are not included on the sale, but I always like to kind of give you some options. So you can see I was trying to go a little bit more monotone with the color picks. So let's look at this. Did we talk about we did not talk about quilts.
Quilts on set.
Let's talk about that quick. Because
Wait, should we finish this?
Yeah, because then it'll make sense.
Okay.
Okay. Because I didn't talk about quilts on set, none of this will make sense until I do that. But anyway, so I've got this yellow with this white background. I thought this, and some green in there, I thought this would go really well. It will give your project just a pop of color, which would stand out against these monochromatic. And then because I just love surface design so much, I also picked out this yellow sunlight. Again, will make more sense once we get through this. And then I went with kind of a crimp biscuit for more of a, it gives it a little bit of color, which matches the quilt that will be behind me, and we'll talk about that more. But it just kind of gives you still that kind of monochromatic look to it. And then also this grunge maven, which, look at how cool this grunge maven is. And really, our new setup is amazing because look at how detailed the color is in here. Fantastic. And then I had to pull in a Heima. So I thought this just went so well with the rhyolite and the glacier. Look at how beautiful.
You nailed it.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
And then just love the glacier print in the Heima line. And then I wanted to kind of go and pick a light color, and I really thought this Harmony digital map, what I really liked about this was it kind of played really well here. It brought in some of the browns, as you can see, but it has this little tiny pop of red, which I think if you decide you want to throw in a pop of color, this would really pull it all together. And then the same thing with this is the postcards light. And this one, it does have the pop of red in there, but then you have a little bit of this light kind of grayish blue in there. So you could really play around with some different options on that. And because this is a very abstract looking line, here is my color. I went with and I'm going to pull this out, Art History Timeline canvas. And I just thought this would go so well as like a main print in here with this fabric. Look how cool this is. All these different abstract colors, some pops of color. It has the brownish taupey colors with the grays and blacks. It's such a good fit for that. And then if you wanted a dark background in that same print, we have that. So we can go dark. And I love how the color pops on.
This is really cool.
Yeah. I hope that you guys are seeing how beautiful the picture is, because this, whatever Mr. HP did, it's amazing. It looks awesome. So great option 2, gives you that pop of color, brings in the abstract and the browns and the taupes. And that is our pull. But I have one more thing for you guys. I always like to bring in a wide back because I am not particularly fond of piecing my backs. So wide backs are usually my option. And to go along with our abstract feel, I thought this Wabi Sabi Multi, it's a 3-yard 108, would be fantastic on here. The other thing, you guys, is don't be afraid if you have a monochromatic on the top. I love it when you flip a quilt over and you're like, wow, that's something different, right? So don't be afraid to play around with color with your wide backs or your backing. So that is our fabric for today, still by Libs Elliott for Andover Fabrics. Should we talk about our quilts on set?
I think we should. I think we've beat around the bush enough.
See, we're out of practice, so we didn't, we don't know. So Michael, let's see yours.
Oh, you want to see mine?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can do this in just one button this time.
Okay.
Look at
Look
that.
at that. You look so good on that.
I know.
Michael.
4K.
I know. It's amazing.
See all my pores.
So, as you can see, my pull kind of goes with our quilt on set. I went a little bit more lighter in color than what is behind. So this is a Kira. It's done with yellows and blacks. I actually have kind of a Kira mood going here. And so you could pull definitely some colors, different colors as your, like your accent in here. You could use the yellows that I pulled out. You could pull some other different colors, but I just thought this was a really fun way to use these monochromatics. And then behind me, I have a Kira, but I went with more of the monotone with the, like, these brownish taupey colors. So that kind of makes sense now why I pulled out these colors to go with it. But how beautiful is that? With the blacks and grays, and then thrown in there, you have that kind of brownish taupey color. It's so beautiful.
Kira is one of my favorite quilts.
I have, to be honest, it's one that every time I see a Kira, I'm like,
yeah.
And I have to make it one of these days. It's on the list.
It's on the list, folks.
It's on the list. But another one that I have for you is Crystal. And I love this one. First and foremost, what I think would be awesome in Crystal is this as the background. Wouldn't that be fun as the background, and then pick out the lighter colors in there, or go with like an accent color on the top of these? Like you could use a different color in there, or you could go with the taupe in those parts of it, or there's just so many options, you guys. And I think Gudrun talked about this yesterday. People always ask, well, what should I do with our bundles? What should we do with our bundles? And really, the bundles are set up so you don't even have to think about it. You just pick a quilt and make it, and all of our bundles are set up so that it'll look perfect with it. So, and the other option I picked out, which I have not done before, is a Zoe. Look at how fun this is. Again, so many options you could do, and then you just have these pops of color, in these half square triangles here, or you still have the same color throughout in the background. So it's a really fun quilt. And these are both out of the Stripology Mixology 3 book. Any questions, Michael?
No. A lot of comments about Black Friday, but I think
Cool.
by and large, you're explaining it really well.
So I also like to give you some small options. So here is a little Diana. I actually have done this one. It's so fast and so easy, and just really fun to see your fabrics come out. So this one would be another option that you could do for the holidays for a gift. And then we have a little JoJo. I love a little JoJo. Again, you could use this fabric. You wouldn't have to add anything else, and it would be so beautiful with all those monochromatic and abstract prints. But the big thing I want to, what were you doing with the multicolor?
They might be talking about the wabi-sabi background.
Wabi-sabi, or these. These you could use inside the actual quilt. So depending on the project you're doing, like for Kira, you could use these as your accents. You can use them as wide borders, backings, anything, really, to be honest. But what I really want to talk about, and it's something I'm obsessed with, Michael knows this, is our Quilt-as-you-go batting. I've made so many of these. I think I've made like 5 of these and 5 of the Braid Runner midis. And I wanted to talk a little bit about it just because these are really great projects to do for the holidays, because you can do this in like a couple hours, not even, maybe 2 hours at the most. So the first one is the Take It Easy Runner. I like this one partly because it's super easy. You don't have to think too much about it. You can be very organized in how you put this together. So like you could put all the same color here in these rows. You can kind of do like a theme in the center. Gudrun taught this one at Motivation last year, and there were groups that had the same fabric, and every one of the projects looked different, even though they all were using the same exact fabric in there. So it's really versatile. And then I want to show you what it looks like. The batting actually looks like outside of the package. So it's kind of like Quilt by Numbers. Each one of these these lines are not sew lines. These are placement lines. So you're sewing a 1/4 inch, you're flipping it over, adding the next piece, flipping it over, adding the next piece, flipping it over. So it's a super easy way. The actual interfacing has a glue on the back. And by the way, probably the best adhesive I've seen in a fusible product in a very long time. I don't know any other product that is as good as this.
Yeah. There was a lot of time taken to make sure that that was the quality we wanted it to be, for sure.
The next one is the Braid Runner Midi. And so this is a take on our Braid Runner pattern. And I wanted to, let me just show you this. I should have put, I made one in Heima. I should have put the picture in there, but I forgot. So here you can see this one you would need back quarters, or at least the center block needs to be at least 6.5 inches. Where the Take It Easy, you could use one of our little bundles with it if you wanted to. And you could really play with this. Again, here is what the batting looks like. So paint by number, you're placing the fabric on here, placing it on the line, flipping it, and going and doing that all the way through. So another really great, fast, fun project.
Well, and I think a great way to get someone, a very affordable and easy way to get someone who might be flirting with the idea of getting into quilting, like at least in my age group, it's very in right now.
Yep. For sure.
But the thing that we're running up against, our generation, is just like good fabric and good products are so expensive. And this is a good product, and you can get a lot with the fabric that you buy, all for a good price, and it all comes together really quick. I mean, if you want to get someone hooked on quilting, that's the way to do it.
I think this is the way to do it, yeah, for sure. It's also a really great project to do with kids because it's done. When they're done with this, it's all done.
Oh, I mean, I feel like a kid when I finish a quilt. I'm like, what do you mean I have to get it quilted? And so for it to be just done when you're done with it, that's awesome.
I know. So if you have any questions, pop them in the chat. And then that is our projects for today. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. Let me look here. Okay, any comments out there?
Not specifically about the fabric. We do want to go through
some Black Friday.
The Black Friday. Yeah. Really curious about this one. I want to know if she got the TV.
I want to know if she got the TV too. That's funny.
I want to know.
That's why I avoid this whole nonsense, right? Like, I don't do good with those situations.
I think Cheryl is absolutely right.
Oh, Cheryl, you're on our side when it comes to that. Yes, for sure.
And
I don't go Black Friday shopping. When I did, I really only went to have breakfast with my crew, right? That's the fun part, is like going shopping and then like going to eat afterwards or prior to. Actually, it's mostly afterwards because you're hungry.
Have you ever done Black Friday shopping at the Mall of America?
No.
Like, anthropologically, I would be curious to go and observe.
Oh, I love going to the Mall of America and sitting on a bench.
Just people watching?
And just people watching.
Oh, yeah.
It is the best in the entire world. It's amazing. It's just like, If they had benches at Walmart, that would even be better.
Oh yeah, but they know you're coming, so they keep the benches out.
There's no way they take them out. But we are so busy in the warehouse nowadays. We've got Advent going out. We've got Color Club going out. I mean, we have so much going on here, you guys. It is like, you should see it. It's like everywhere. But we do have some amazing shows coming up. And Friday, the November 7th at noon, we have Happy Friday with Mr. HP and Gudrun. Tuesday, November 11th at 4 p.m., we have Tipsy Tuesday with Gudrun and Mr. HP. And then I will be back here with Michael on Wednesday, November 12th at 9:30 with a very special fabric line that I am chomping out of the bit to show you guys. So
I don't even know what it
is. I'm
is.
super excited about this one.
Oh.
It's so me.
I forgot to tell you. I already picked up that bundle.
This?
Yeah. As I was folding it, because I was like, hey, let me help out in the warehouse. And Kara was like, yeah, fold this one. And I was looking at it, and I saw the moons and everything, and I went, oh, no.
This is me.
I'm going to have to get this one.
That's the hard part about working here is, because we're kind of a team thing here, we are required at times to go work in the warehouse, and especially when we're shorthanded, and so then we get to see everything, and then we have to buy it all.
We have to buy it all, because it's so pretty, and what if we don't buy it?
I know. And
what would happen?
You guys snatch it up, and we can't have it. We can't have that.
We always make sure that there's some for you, though.
I know.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for spending your Wednesday morning with us. I enjoy and love this part of my day, and we will see you next week. Bye, everybody.